Hello, hello. This is Coach Anjalon, and welcome to an episode of PS10 Radio. Today is an episode focused primarily on boys and on our young men who need more guidance. My guest today is Marshall Booker. He is a follower and believer in Christ Jesus. He is currently serving as an executive assistant to the Messiah Baptist Church, Reverend Dr. Daniel Smith, who is the senior pastor. He has recently been sworn in as of January into the Kent County 17th District Court as a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA. Lastly, he serves as a teacher at the Juvenile Detention, focusing on social emotional learning classes. He is a married father of 4 and has 2 grandchildren. All right, Boogie, what's up?
Lord Jesus.
So we doing it.
There you go.
We just want to get it done because it's been a long time since we've worked together. It's been maybe a couple years since we've seen each other.
Facts.
But it's good to see you.
Yeah.
It's good to know that you are still, using that natural social work instinct there. I love it because I recently retired.
Yeah, sometimes I be thinking, man, like I'm doing too much. Then I'm like, I'm not doing enough, So it's
yes, I feel the same way, Bookie. I feel the same way. Sometimes I feel like I need to slow down, just get, I even had my son. He asked me the other day, he was like, I thought you told me you retired. I didn't retire. I got like 3 social work jobs on the side. And I think we just love
You're like a Jamaican, you got 9 jobs, huh?
Exactly, man.
You know it.
That's what brings us life, and everyone searches for their purpose. And I think
that's right.
Found ours, is to be there and help people where we can.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And so my podcast is all about self-care and parenting, and knowing that you're a parent, you're a social worker by nature, trade, you're a deacon, you're just a community service worker. We were talking and you kept bringing up your passion for boys. And so I was like, ooh, we should focus on that because I have a son, and I'm sorry, Bucky, I don't even know. I know you have children, but I don't know how many, and do you have
4?
4? Okay.
Yeah, from the ages of 39
to
25.
Wow.
Well, actually, baby daughter should be 25 the 23rd of July, and then my son will be 39. They got the same birthdays and they hate it.
Do they? Oh man.
14-year gap.
Wow.
Surprise.
I'm right. It's your birthday gift.
Yeah.
A sister.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah. So I have a son. My son he'll be 23 on July 1st.
Okay.
And then my daughter will be 19 on July 19th.
That's a good gap.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
At least they deal with each other.
Yeah, I still, in the July, I still had to, this your birthday year. Okay, now this your birthday year. We had to, do some teeter tottering, everybody party, but yeah. So, okay, so the first question I have for you is when it comes to our sons, what can we do as parents to support their development and growth mentally, emotionally, and spiritually?
Great question. The first thing that comes to my mind when before I first proposed that question or questions, I thought about when we were raising our kids, like from middle to high school. Me personally, and Missy, my wife, she also looked at this we really looked at Eric Erickson's psychosocial development stages,
Okay, yeah.
and it really helped. And we even showed our kids at the time, the stages and things like that.
Right.
And it was even like a revelation to them. It was like, after you get to a certain age, mom and dad is no longer important. What's important is your peers. They be like, no, that ain't true. That ain't true. But then my oldest is like, yes, it is. It is. It's just a fact.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yep. Because when we had a trailer up in Idaho for years, it was a cabin. They knocked it down. We smoothed it out, put a trailer up there,
Okay.
and all the kids, we on the weekends, especially in the summer, we would go up there. And when my son, when he got 16, 15, 16, he did not want to go no more.
Yeah.
Broke my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? No, I
Yeah.
want to stay back. I want, we got a baseball game. We got this. I want to hang with my friends.
Yeah.
And I had attitude. I had to really turn it around, because I was like, my wife was like, hey, you know, you know who you are.
Yeah.
But right now he's trying to figure it out amongst his peers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as far as just, I would say, just parenting overall, I would definitely, with phones and technology, I think it's really not an excuse. People Google everything. I mean, we know Google's not 100% accurate, but it's a resource.
Right.
So if you have an issue with your kids, or not necessarily an issue, if you got some things you want to discuss, maybe consequences or rewards or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it's a vast of information that we can get on the computer, as well as talking to peers, our
Mm-hmm.
peers, and definitely like our grandparents. I'm fortunate enough to um, we stayed in a two-family flat growing up from maybe like second grade to fifth grade.
Mm-hmm.
My grandparents were downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Mom, dad, my sibling, we were upstairs,
Mm-hmm.
and that's probably by far that was the best time of my life,
Yeah, that sounds
as well as my
valuable to
siblings.
have them right there downstairs. Mm-hmm.
Couldn't beat it. It's just
Mm-hmm.
me and my siblings talk about it all the time. Like my grandparents, like sometime my mom and dad would be too hard, and my grandparents like, "Oh, I'm not back up. Don't
Mm-hmm.
forget, don't forget when you were 15 or 16, what you
Right.
were doing." And
Yeah, they was
that
telling
carried.
them.
That's right. They definitely carried tell it all,
Mm-hmm.
and it carried a lot of weight, a lot of
Right.
weight.
Yeah.
Especially for my granddad. Work ethic.
Mm.
You just gonna learn how to work.
Yeah, because you saw it right there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Everything he did, he had two or three jobs. He would take me to his jobs and
Mm-hmm.
helping, go fishing,
Mm-hmm.
go out of town. Me, him, and my sibling. Well, not my siblings, more so my cousins.
Okay.
Go down south, and man, my granddad was everything.
Yeah, he showed you the ropes.
Absolutely. Yep.
So by having your dad, I mean having your granddad in your life, um, did you feel like that was like a added layer for you, like that you wouldn't have had if it was just you, your mom, dad, and your siblings?
Oh, absolutely. It was everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because during that time, my mom and dad, they were working, and my grandparents, they both were working too.
Yeah.
But my grands was working in the morning, and then in the afternoon, my parents would work, and so we basically was under their reign. You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
from the time we got home from school, um, my granddad always he cooked. He was like a chef.
Hmm.
He cooked, he baked, he made homemade ice cream, everything. My granddad made everything.
Oh wow.
I think my grandmother, she might have cooked maybe on Sundays. That's
She
it.
was spoiled.
Yeah.
She
Yep.
was spoiled.
Very spoiled.
Nice. Yeah, I
And
want to
then
be like your
yep,
grandma. I want to be like your grandma.
yep. And then our cousins who lived in Grand Rapids. they would be so mad. They're like, "You guys got it made. Grandma and them, you their favorite." I'm like, "Well, we stay with them.
Right. We
It's
right
not our
here.
fault, you
Yeah,
know."
we right here. Yeah, what a blessing. That is a
Yeah.
benefit because like my parents are from a beach town alongside Lake Michigan.
Mhm.
I did not see I did not get to spend like that kind of valuable time with my grandparents. And then
Mhm.
by the time I got from my memory, I think my grandfathers were gone, both sides. So
Wow.
I only knew my grandma
Hmm.
or both grandmothers. But yeah, yeah, that's a blessing to have them right there. And then being a young male, how do you feel like having your granddad right there? If he wasn't there,
Hmm.
where do you think you would have been, or what would you have gotten
Wow.
into?
Wow. Man, that's a great. If my granddad wasn't in my life, I know for sure college wasn't on the radar for sure. Um, my granddad was skills trade.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he taught me the trades, read maps,
Yeah.
rulers, gardening.
Mm.
He was from Chesterfield, Missouri.
Okay.
It's like the country of St. Louis.
Yeah.
And so in our backyard, we had a nice sized backyard, but my granddad, he cut it in half. He made a garden.
Wow.
So we had tomatoes,
Mm.
corn, peas,
Right in the backyard.
right in the backyard, right in the city of Grand Rapids, college and wealthy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yeah, he had one of
people
the
are trying
biggest
to do that
gardens.
again. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We going back to it,
But unfortunately, I wasn't really interested, so I didn't retain those skills.
Okay.
I did not
You just
retain
remember, remember that I was there. Yeah.
none but memories. If you
Yeah.
gave me a ruler, I would throw it right at you.
Right.
Rulers, I mean, my granddad built everything.
Yeah.
His attitude was, because he grew up in like Jim Crow and Depression eras.
Right.
Anything that needed to be fixed, he said, "I don't have the money to call a repairman." He
Right.
said, "I'll call a repairman after I break it.
Yeah.
He'd
I'm gonna
try
do
to
it
fix it,
myself.
and
Right.
if he couldn't fix it, then he would call somebody."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Those
Yeah.
are the things that were even like for the females for the home ec and stuff, like
Mhm.
missing all that. But
Yeah.
going back to like I want to when you talk like that, it makes me wonder, so what did you pass down to your sons? Like did you teach them or encourage them to learn how to fix stuff or anything like that?
Mhm.
Or were they just by like into techie or other stuff that they weren't interested?
Yeah. Actually, my son, he's pretty handy,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't come from me. It didn't come from me. My main thing was work ethic, school and work ethic.
Okay, yeah.
I said, well, if you don't want to go to a college, a university,
Mm-hmm.
acquire a trade. Uh,
Right.
and so he ended up going down to Grams Community College for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, he joined the work field. And so
Yeah.
pretty much all the jobs he get, his work ethic is so great. He won't let nobody outthink him or outwork him.
Wow.
And so he does a great job of once you get the job, he'll maintain it and
Mm-hmm.
then he'll move up. And then after a while, if another opportunity come up, if the current job doesn't if they can't match what the future job would give him, he would just move
Mm-hmm.
on.
Yeah.
Yep,
So it sounds like he's acquired the skill of always staying relevant.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then bettering himself. Yeah.
But then we talked a lot of before my grandparents passed, just about how my grandmother was raised in Tennessee, and
Mm-hmm.
my granddad was in Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
And we always talk about sharecropping, how people would always rip them off.
Yeah.
Every year it's always, "Oh, you almost made it." But
Mm.
so they did that forever.
Yeah.
So at the end of the year, they was always in the red, but that was just a slave master's trick,
Right.
to keep them in bondage. And so my granddad would always harp on that. He said he would always tell us, I didn't have the opportunity to go to school, but if you living here, living with me or in this city, you're going to school.
Yeah.
Yep.
So is that where you got motivated? Like, oh, let me check out college. Like, how did you get to that point?
Well, actually, college was it was I really wasn't prepared. I was focused more on sports in high school.
Okay.
But at the time, they didn't have a GPA requirement in high school. However, my junior, senior, not that, I believe it was my senior year, Mr. Charles Cannon, he was my English teacher at Ottawa Hills High School.
Ottawa Hills?
And yes, ma'am, Indians. And everyone was talking about college and all this, filling out college applications for financial trade and things like that. I told Mr. Cannon, I said, I don't think I'm going to college. I don't think I'm ready. He said, yes, you are. He said, you're ready. He gave me a pass. I went to the counselor office. I got an application. We looked at on the back of it. You have like your 4 choices of the college and university you want to go to.
Yeah.
CC had a stamp on there. It's number 1, right? Had the stamp. He looked at it. He said, no, take it back. Go get a clean copy. I got a clean copy. And we put down, he said, what's your first choice? I said, I don't know. He said, try Western. I've never been to Kalamazoo, not a day in my life.
Okay.
So I think I chose Kalamazoo, Western, Eastern, Central, and maybe CC.
Okay.
And I said, why you asking me that? He said, because how it works is, wherever you put down number 1, if you get any grants or financial assistance, whoever you put down first, that's where they would send the money once you accept it.
Okay.
And so he was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah.
I tell him that all the time. He was a blessing. Yeah. So I got an opportunity to go to Western, but I was on a 1-year probation.
Okay.
I was in the Martin Luther King Jr. program.
All right, I remember
1983 with about 800 students from all over, pretty much Michigan.
Okay.
And we had to go to summer school. I can remember we graduated from high school. 2 days later, we had a little open house. It wasn't like it is now. A little open house at my parents' house.
Okay.
2 days later, I'm riding down to Western for summer school. It was 8-week summer school. We took 3 classes. I believe it was 3 classes. And Dr. Benjamin Wilson, he was like our overseer.
I remember Dr. Wilson.
Oh, he told us in the auditorium when we first got there, he said, look to the left, look to the right. One of y'all not going to be here next semester because you're not going to take care of business and so on and so forth. And that terrified me.
Yeah.
That scared me. So I always made sure that I stayed on top of my work.
Yeah.
And then the Lord, he blessed it,
Yeah. Over and over and over again until you finished.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of the people who started with me at Western, a lot of them transferred to different universities and colleges. A lot of them quit. It was just too much. Couldn't handle it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's really where, just to sit there right quick, because, statistically, women or females are more likely to go to college and complete college. But
absolutely.
The males, y'all get there, and sometimes it's even on like maybe scholarship for sports or something. But as soon as they get discouraged or have an obstacle, like we'll find a way because we want to stay in school. But they just kind of just like quit, and that's it. Yeah, so they got credits, but they have the degree.
And it's so easy to quit. My mentor's name was Dr. Vijay Sharma. He would always tell me, he said college is basically whoever you select as a university. He said one teacher or one professor can be so intense and critical. They will have you quitting. And so I was blessed. he was over the Department of uh, Anthropology, but
Oh,
he
okay.
was my mentor for a year. So had the opportunity to go to his house, have dinner with his family. He took me to
Oh, wow.
plays.
Okay.
Um, when we signed up for our classes, like at the field house, he would be like at the desk. He'd be one of the two or three people. They had to sign, put their signature on your schedule.
Uh-huh.
So he would always see me,
Mm-hmm.
pull me out of line. And he'd look at my schedule and he's like, "Nope, I need you to go back and change that. I need you to take. I want you to take my friend.
Okay.
He's gonna be fair.
So he gave you more guidance of what
Oh,
classes to
what
take and
classes
who to
take?
take it with.
His thing was exactly who to take it with.
That's huge. But it's,
It was major.
a lot of students need that, but yes,
Yeah,
especially students who are more likely to quit. Yeah.
yeah. And then after that, once I graduated, he continued to be my mentor. He was still
Mm.
at Western, and so he kept harping on me about going to grad school, but I wasn't interested. Like 5 years later, I ended up going.
Yeah.
And so then he helped me with the paperwork and everything, and he gave me a reference, and I got in Western
Yes.
MSW program, and I
Yay.
know a big part was because of him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because he poured into you and like you
Oh yeah.
said, and unfortunately, like I guess, he poured into you, he brought you into his home, made
Hmm.
you feel like he had a personal
Yep.
investment into you. And that's what a lot of these young men need. But what scares me is the fact that
I agree.
it's not enough of us or enough of
Hmm.
you, men like you, that are willing to play that role.
Yep.
And
Exactly.
so there's that gap there.
Yeah, I can remember the first time going to his house. He picked me up from I believe I was staying in Bigelow. Picked me
Big
up from the
Hall.
dorms. You know it, Bigelow Hall. And I went to his house. Man, I was so uncomfortable.
Mhm.
Him and his wife. His wife also worked at Western.
Okay.
She was a chair of another department. I can't remember the department, but she was also full-time faculty. And they were from India.
Okay.
So I get over there and it's like you feel like you're in a zoo.
Yeah,
Everybody looking
yeah,
at you.
yeah. Can I
They
touch
looking
your
at you.
hair?
I'm
No.
like, oh my God. They looking to see if what I'm gonna eat, how much I'm gonna eat. Yeah, it was. Then I bet you got used to it.
Yeah, but you
And
know
it's
what?
very nice
That
people.
makes you to be, it helps you to be a well-rounded person when you're not
Hmm.
always only around your
Exactly.
culture and your um, race and your, ethnicity, to be able to had the know with thoughts to like, let me try this out. I'm sure your gut was telling you, safe,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
check this out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we have to, and that really took some self-trust because you could have
Oh
been
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I don't go to people's house, I don't know.
I was trying to make excuses, but he wasn't going for it.
Yeah. Come on.
But his kids made me relax because they would be asking all kinds of questions and stuff.
Yeah.
Just about life in general. So
Hmm.
that kind of like broke the silence.
I wonder,
Yeah.
that makes me, because I was a psychology major when I went to Western in my undergrad. And so I remember a couple of my classes at the end, like the final class, the teacher had us over their house, you
Mhm.
know, big house in the woods somewhere in Kalamazoo. But it makes me wonder, like, um, how often professors did that. I didn't even know that that was a thing.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
it's cool to hear that similar
Yeah.
thing happened to you, and that kind of drew
Yeah.
you in to like keep going, keep going.
Yeah. When I think about it, it's just amazing how Western pulled it off. We had Mr. Danny Sledge. He was like the director of the
Hmm.
Martin Luther King Leadership Program,
Okay.
and everyone had a mentor.
Yeah. Oh, that's
We
amazing.
all had a mentor. You have to
Hmm.
be there, you're on probation for a whole year,
Yeah.
and once you keep your grades up, you come off probation.
Yeah. Now that's real mentorship because, like you said, not only did he make sure that you stay motivated to stay in school, but also like what classes to take and who to
Mhm.
take it with. Because he probably
Oh
knew
my
like
gosh.
this professor is gonna give
Definitely.
you some grief.
Definitely.
So take this other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So during undergrad, they let me graduate, right? But I had one class I needed to take, but Western didn't offer that semester.
Mhm.
So the next semester, I took it here in Grand Rapids Community College.
Okay.
So I'm taking the class, and I'm thinking, I'm like, some of this stuff is similar to it was like a human sexuality class.
Oh,
It
okay.
was similar to that. So I'm thinking to myself, I said, let me call Dr. Vijay Sharma. So I called him, and he said, send me the syllabus. I sent him the syllabus, and he talked to the powers that be at Western, and they were like, it's similar. He already took the class.
See?
So I was able, after 2 weeks, I was able to drop that class because I was still working full time at St. John's Home.
Oh, ooh, St. John's. I remember
I
that.
got the call and I was so happy. Oh, I
Yeah.
was so happy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see how the Lord be blessing you when
Oh, all
when
the
you
time.
listen and you follow through, you use your resource. And
Exactly.
that's something I tell them. I tell kids that I work with, especially our children who are black or even Hispanic, like don't burn your bridges because you
Woo.
you may need me 10 years from now. You may need me
No,
5 years from now. You may want to call me for a reference. You may want me to help guide you with something. Like don't burn your bridge. You
no,
build
no.
bridges. And I think that's what we're missing in our youth
Yeah.
right now. They are all about, which I'm a complete advocate of self-care. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I love
Mhm.
self-care, self-awareness, but I think people get it wrong. They think, oh, that's selfishness. And it's not. If you're truly taking care of yourself and taking care
Mhm.
of business, you're not going to be selfish.
Yeah.
You're going to reach out to others, um, value your resources, be a connection for others, connect other people to other people and help others. That's taking care of yourself because we need each other. We need community. We need to build, not
Absolutely. Yeah, my granddad, his name was Free Lovey Bland.
free love.
They used to call him FL. My mom said, "Oh, he from the country, Free Lovey." Yeah, that was his legal name, and he would always harp about not building, burning bridges. My mom's dad, his name is Samuel Brown Sr.
Okay.
He would say the same thing,
Mhm.
and then my dad's dad, who lived in Muskegon Heights, he would say the same thing. They would always say, and they say that up to the day they pass.
Yeah.
Don't build bridges, and even not just kids or young adults.
Yeah.
I know. Just had a conversation the other day with a group of my peers. Um, we see older adults, they burn the bridges. You like, you burn these bridges, you might have to come back here or wherever.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Especially with the youth, they just want to drop them
Oh yeah.
like complete. Like I ain't got to hear from you on young buck, but the
Yeah.
young buck might be the one that need to come and fix your house,
There
or
you go.
I need to take care of you when you're in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Like you need to be
Yeah.
mindful.
Yeah. I tell my kids all the time. I said, I want to make sure I love on y'all because I don't want y'all sending me to the worst senior citizen home in
Exactly. Look
Michigan.
out for me, shoot. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Me and my friends talk about that all the time. We be like, which one of our kids we
Oh, Lord.
like,
Yes.
and make sure we ain't in the wrong place.
Yeah.
But I do also feel like our youth do not value elders as much as we did. Like you had that
Mhm.
right in downstairs from you,
That's right.
and they don't have that same sentiment. Like they're like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, grandma,
Yeah.
grandpa, give them a hug or whatever. Then they keep it moving. They don't try to keep in touch
Yeah.
with them, hear their stories, learn from them. It's like I'm living my life.
That's right. But I think that goes back to parenting,
Yeah.
because if I just look at my great nieces,
Yeah.
they're great mothers. But even some, I look, it's like some do the drop off, drive-bys,
Yeah. Mhm.
Some come around only when they want stuff.
Right.
And then you look around, you're like, well, they got it from somewhere. They got it from mom, dad. Somebody told them that.
Somebody showed them this, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
that's so true. And just I just think just like a small caveat is sometimes it's not even directly from the parents, but just like them being rebellious towards just any authority.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And which I think is a spiritual warfare. So
Oh, definitely. We've been in spiritual warfare for a while.
yeah.
It ain't, yeah, that's
Mhm.
for sure.
And I feel like so I'll give an example, working in the schools. I always had more boys than like females on my caseload.
Mhm.
Um, but I learned that I like to work one on one with them. I didn't like the group thing because then
No.
they get everybody too
Mhm.
cool to answer, don't want to really say what's up. But when I get them one on one and we talk and I learn more about them and they would like show me some things that maybe I want to see, maybe I didn't want to see, or I'd be like, put that away. I don't want to see.
Okay.
But but they would give me more insight into like their thinking and like what they're experiencing, and not necessarily everybody social work or CPS, not in that kind of way, but just like this is concerning that your mindset, you think that you need to be so hard that you can't see that you're messing it up for yourself.
Yeah, in the
Like,
way.
yeah, and I always tell them, of course, this is probably the old school thought nowadays because people don't go to the mall like that. But I always say, you remember that big sign in the middle of the mall that says "You are here" and it's a red dot? I said, well, because of everything you've been doing, I said, wherever you go, you're the red dot. And they watching. I said,
Mhm.
somebody, you could even not be here, and somebody could say you did something, and you're going to be in trouble for it
That's right.
because you are the red dot. How can you not no longer be the red dot? What can you do? What can you change? How can you think differently? Like I just try to process that with them. And I'm like, you can't blame other people. Like you built this reputation for yourself. What are you going to do different? So Boogie, what can we do to help them go differently? Because I can't one
Great
on one
question.
with everybody.
Yes. Yeah. I think it's a case by case,
Yeah.
kid by kid. We all got different personalities and different moods and things of that nature.
Hmm.
So I think you really have to find out what gets the kid going
Yeah.
in a positive, direction,
Hmm.
and then work from there as opposed to trying to make them relive how I live because that's
And
the
I
days of living with grandparents. I don't know many, and if it is, it's like it's more of a friendship. It's like mom is maybe
yeah.
15 years older
Hmm.
than the children, and the same as the dad.
Yeah.
So now it's like they want to be friends. It's not like they don't look at my mom will be 80 this July if the Lord said the same,
Yeah.
and I never look at my mom as my friend.
No, no, no.
No, no,
I
because
mean,
that
I
ain't
just think our generation,
I still got fear for my mom and
I just
definitely for
want
my
to say, I
dad.
think our generation too, we were afraid of our parents. Like,
Mhm.
I didn't want the last person I want you to call is my dad.
No,
Because if my dad got to come off the road from
ooh,
Meyer Thrifty Acres and roll up on
ooh,
me
no,
with Mr. Bailey, yeah, that was
mm-mm.
going to be a problem. And
Yeah,
yeah, so I did not want to get in trouble
yeah.
from home. Like, don't tell my parents, like, I beg you, whatever.
Some they're not fearful of their
They're not
parents
fearful of their parents at all. They'll tell their
because
parents off right in front of us.
I can remember when I was at high worked for school. I was there on a GIPS Friday, and I was upstairs doing paperwork. So I came downstairs to the first or second floor to see one of the kids on my caseload. So I go to his class and I hear all this commotion going on. And so I come around the corner. I see a mom. with house shoes and halfway dressed with a bonnet on.
Mm-hmm.
So she knocks on the door, opens the door, and I'm like maybe maybe 5 steps behind her.
Yeah.
And so she sees me, then she holds the door. Then I grab the door and I go inside the classroom. She go right in there, right inside the classroom, cuss the teacher out. Cussed, cussed her out
Yeah.
good.
Right.
Turns around and leaves. Walks out the building.
Did she take the boy with her?
Nope. Of course not. Of course not.
Yeah.
It was just sad.
Yeah.
And it was like you know how kids get excited sometimes for fights
Right.
and disputes.
Mm-hmm.
They were like shocked.
Yeah.
Everybody just they was like at a standstill. And so then I left out right behind her. And so then I talked to the teacher maybe like a day or two afterwards, and she's like, she said, I didn't have anything to say to the kids. I
Yeah.
was basically told them, you know, hey, it's an unfortunate situation. I don't know why would she do something like this. Very inappropriate, so on
Mm-hmm.
and so forth. And she said she left it at that. And she said the kids, boy, she said, I wish the mom could have been there
Mm-hmm.
to hear the appropriate responses to the kid. The kids was like, well, why didn't she just ask you to come outside the room and
Yeah.
talk to you at, you know?
Because they
And so
even
she
saw
was
the
so,
disrespect.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was so impressed by the way the kids handled the situation
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the mom. And
Yeah.
so as a result, Randy pretty much basically banned her from
Yeah.
coming up there. Grandparents is, oh my God, I just thank God for grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
And I really feel for people who haven't never experienced that love from the grandparents.
Yeah. And I think too, these younger generations, sometimes they don't get that same response like you had with grandparents, because grandparents are tired and
Mhm.
they done raised the first child, now
Yeah,
they're raising the second child, now they got all the kids of their
yeah,
child,
exactly.
and they're like, I done raised my kids, and they're
Mhm.
tired. And think about it. Now I know, I think I can say we are not the same age, but we are in the same generation. I will say our generation, we got a back pain. We got to take some medication. We
Mhm.
got, we tired.
Oh yeah,
Wake up. We got to unravel and
oh
stretch.
yeah.
So imagine having to take care of three babies,
Mm,
kids under 8 or 7 again, and be their everything again. Like,
yeah. Like you say,
they're not getting
you
the
don't have the
same.
energy. You don't
No.
have the patience for it.
No, and
Um,
that takes away the joy of being the grandparent. The grandparent is supposed to be like your granddad did. Yeah, let's go fishing. Let me show you how to garden, hunt, whatever.
yes.
But no, when you have to be, I am the guardian. I am the
Mhm.
complete only adult that's responsible in your life. That's exhausting. And
Exactly.
I know they have programs and services and stuff, but truth be told, even with working with a lot of students who were having a lot of issues, if you are in the juvenile system, you have no access to those services.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And so it's really it's an institutionalized thing, but we'll, get into that in another time. But because what it forces you to do as a parent is you got to call on your own
Like
child.
mhm. Lack of resources, and then you think about it. Someone has a kid, particularly if they're just say if they're 16 or 17. They might have babysit before, but now you got full responsibility of a son or a daughter.
Mhm.
How traumatic is that?
Yeah,
And especially if you don't have support from your family or support from the from the kid's father,
yeah.
it's
Mhm.
so much stress. That's why you find young ladies end up putting the kid in a dumpster or putting them
Yeah.
put them in front of somebody's house and taking off
Or abusing them because they
or
don't want to
abuse.
be bothered. And I
Yeah,
think that kind of really reminds me of like, or not reminds me, but makes me think back on that mom that came up there, like you said, in her, pajamas or whatever with the bonnet on,
Pretty much.
she wouldn't be bothered. I'm trying to
Nope.
watch my shows.
Yeah.
I got to talk on the phone.
Yeah.
I got to know where my man at.
Yep.
I got bills to pay. I got to get to
Absolutely.
work. I ain't got time to be getting no phone calls from y'all. Don't call me. Don't call.
Yeah.
And that's why she left without him.
Absolutely.
Because
Yeah.
she's too stressed. And
Yeah.
just imagine that was a grown up. Now you
Yeah.
bringing it down to teen parents. They really can't take it. Like
No.
they look
They
like
want to be their friends. They
I
want to
want
hang
to
out.
hang out. My life is ruined.
Mhm.
Now I have to deal with this person that I didn't want to be here. I still want to have sex again. Like all
Mhm.
of that is
Oh
like
yeah.
going through their heads.
Yeah.
Right.
And what I definitely learned from there is, and I use this today, you can't start a relationship with kids soft and then try to harden up. It don't work.
Right. Yeah.
It don't work. So I came in by the rules, strict, hard ball and everything, and then I can lighten up.
And then you meet them where
And
they right. Yeah.
and they respect it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how you have to
So
be.
I know a lot of their parents. We
Yeah.
grew up together,
Mm-hmm.
same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Went to high school, middle, some high school, and
Yeah.
so that was a big help. I was just, hey, I'm gonna call your mom
Right.
or your uncle, and give them their names and stuff. And they're like, whoa, how you know my
Yeah.
family? I say,
Mm-hmm. And sometimes I would use the fact that I went to Ottawa Hills. Of
mm-hmm,
course, I didn't always tell them, what year.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
But I'm like, I went to Ottawa,
yeah.
and they'd be like, for real, for real. I'm like, yeah. I say, yeah.
Well, like you said, once you develop that relationship,
Yeah.
and actually, I prefer group with the boys,
Yeah.
um,
I always preferred
because by
individual.
yourself, it's just to me, it was just it's like pulling teeth. I
Yeah.
mean, you got some to come in and they're fully engaged, but
Right.
the majority they'll just sit there.
Yeah. Yeah. I just had to get creative because, like you said, some people are like pulling teeth. They're so guarded.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah.
we're gonna. You don't have to. If we're a team, you don't
Mhm.
have to create the schedule. We're gonna do it together. Don't
Right.
don't
I
don't,
think
don't give
that's
me.
important. That's
Don't try to give me all the boys. No,
mhm.
nope.
And that's an important piece because I feel like, like we said before about, the boys and having that presence of the grandparents, but also of their real father, and then also, of the resources that the community offers. And then, like, we all need to be working together.
Yeah, I love that. I got a case now. CASA in January. Me and about like maybe 10 of us.
Mhm.
We got sworn in as court appointed special advocates
Yeah.
through the 70th District Court.
Okay.
And one of the young men graduated last week, Friday.
Okay.
And for the first time in my 20, 30 plus years in the field, human services field, this young man the judge came, actually, it was two judges, his caseworker, his social worker, his, what was it, probation officer,
Hmm.
staff from the juvenile detention, um, his biological mom,
Wow.
his auntie, who pretty much has courtship over him right now.
Hmm.
It was amazing. You talking about collaboration?
Yeah.
It was the best. It's the best I ever seen in my life.
Yeah. It sounds like the village came out. And
All
like you said,
the
to have
village.
judges coming. Yeah.
Yeah, the village. You talking about collaboration? That's probably the most collaborative that I've seen since I've been in the field of
Yeah.
human
And
services.
they were it's really all of them celebrating the graduation as really their own little success stories. Like, wow, I had a hand in this.
Actually, that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. They believed in him. And that's what
Yeah.
I feel like that's really the bottom line. The boys need someone to believe in them. I don't believe you're just a YN. I don't believe you're just
Mm-hmm.
a thug. I don't believe you're just,
Oh, I hate that word.
yeah.
My nephew just turned me on to that word. That I'm like, man, we be coming up with some crazy stuff. It's
Mhm.
like I don't use that language. It's derogatory.
Yeah. And it
In
puts,
words and all that. No,
yeah.
it's
And
not
it
cool.
puts some kind of, for lack of a better word, like a curse on people
Yeah,
too.
pretty
So,
much.
yeah. What are some takeaways you can give the listeners on how to help these young men who don't have what they need yet?
Um, I think for starters, you have to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that even pretty much any neighbor I go to, any neighborhood in particular, if people see black boys, two or three of them, no one speaks to them.
Yeah.
And so I learned from a big brother of mine named Leroy Reed. No matter where we at, whether we in my neighborhood, his neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
black, white, whatever, you walk past his house, he's gonna speak. Hey,
Yeah.
how you doing, sister? How you doing, brother?
Mm-hmm.
And so that breaks that wall down, you know. So for starters, I mean, just just basic speaking to people.
Right.
I think we lost that.
Yeah. Even amongst each
We
other.
lost it. We
I
don't
think
even
that
speak to each other.
we got to teach the kids to also do that with one another as well.
Yeah.
Because they're so beefy, like, I don't know them. Oh, yeah,
Yep.
but
Hmm.
you don't have to know them. You just because you're human, just because you're
Yeah.
young, just because you're in the same space, like,
My wife from time to time, she'll say, "Well, you don't even know them. Why did you say that to him?" I said, "They're around me. You ain't gonna be no cussing. You ain't gonna be doing all that because I'm gonna check you." I was
mm-hmm.
at a basketball game and guys kept chirping, cussing, and I asked them a couple times to stop it. They wouldn't stop, so we moved. I said, "Let me move before I end up grabbing one of them."
Yeah,
No, it's just disrespectful, you
it
know.
is.
I
Yeah,
couldn't do it, so I'm not gonna give you the opportunity to do it.
right. Yes. Yep.
And they know, um, believe it or not, most boys prefer that you be hard on them.
Yeah.
They won't tell you
You
that
know what?
when it happens, but down the line,
They
they say, "I know you love me."
Yes. And let me tell you something random. So I'm a concert head. I love going to concerts.
Mhm.
And I still like going to arena concerts. So
Me too.
so I took
Same.
my daughter, yep. So I took my daughter to where did we go to last? I think it was, I don't remember. I think it was it Missy Elliott? I don't know, whatever. So we were there and man, it was already tight. And this couple came to sit in the two seats that were empty next to me. The guy sat by me, a young couple, and then the girl was next to him. As soon, he pulls his blunt out, it's ready
Yes.
to light it up. And I tapped him on the shoulder. I said, mm-mm, mm-mm. And he was like, what? I said, I'm allergic.
That's
Like,
good.
he was like, you for real? I said, yeah. I said, I will fall out, literally. I said, I cannot be around. I said, you can smoke outside. I said, but don't do that by me. I said, because I will fall out.
Wow.
It's like, oh man. And he put it away. And it kind of astonished me that I
Yeah.
even said anything because
Yeah.
I don't know this boy. I
Mhm.
wasn't in my city. So it's like,
Yeah.
is he even gonna respect what I said? But he did.
That's
And
a
like
blessing.
he probably appreciated that I said something instead of
Mhm.
me, cussing him out
You
or
didn't fuss. You didn't fuss.
getting him
It's
in
all
trouble
about your
with the usher.
approach too.
Hey, he over here smoking.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah. What you had every right to do. If you
Yeah.
fired up, get up, go to, report it.
Hey, I would have been because if he would have went ahead and did it, I would have told my daughter, "Come on, let's go. We about to go tell the usher."
Yeah, because like you said, it's about the approach.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, why do you talk to them? I said, when I'm talking to boys, I'm going to talk to them stern. I'm not going to talk to them like I'm a female.
Right. Yeah.
I'm going to talk to them stern, to the point. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care if you second, third grade, you don't go understand it because I'm going to explain it like you second and third. You can be 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to be up to you, to make whatever decision, the best decision you think you're going to make. But far as just acting a fool, especially out in public, that's a pet peeve of mine. No.
Right.
I
Yeah.
told one guy, I said, you're not representing just yourself. You're representing your parents, your grandparents, your neighbors. You represent me. I don't even know you. You still represent me.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Because they are the face. And like you said, if two or more are together, they got a reputation right there.
Yeah.
They could just be standing there.
Yep. Doing nothing.
There's already a narrative that's waiting for them.
I mean, even in the Black community, I watch it all the time. It's like, yeah, I might be at church, kids walk by.
Mm-hmm.
No, I said, why y'all didn't say nothing to them? Speak to them. Say good morning or how you doing? And they love it. They'll
Yeah.
talk to you. All right, thanks a lot. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back next Sunday for church.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I'm gonna come back for Bible study
Yeah.
or whatever. But not acknowledging them, oh my God, that kills me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because as a Black male, a lot of times people look like we're invisible.
Yes. Yeah.
Even like in the neighborhood, you go to the mailbox, you say, "Oh, hi, good morning, how you doing?" No response. So
Yeah.
then my wife begin, "Why do you keep talking to them? They ain't gonna say nothing. I already tried it twice. I don't say nothing to him or her no more." I
Look,
said, "Well, that's you.
with your wife, no.
Yeah, that's you. I just my spirit won't let me do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I can't."
Yeah.
But the thing is, we have to, like you said, as far as the takeaway, we have to model. I have to model that I respect you.
Right.
Whether you're my friend, my wife, my fat cousin,
Mm-hmm.
whatever, you have to model it.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, because I can talk all day, but if my actions are totally different to what I'm talking about,
Mm-hmm.
who wants to hear it?
Right. Yeah. And it's difficult because we're human, right? And sometimes
Mhm.
we do have an attitude or something else happen or something's on our mind and we overlook something. But I think, like you said, to not judge each situation, but just to if you make that's just a part of my personality as I speak.
Mhm.
Then the one time that you might have been preoccupied or whatever, they don't take offense to it. They're not
Yeah.
mad at you about it. They not like, see, he don't care. They just be like, you all right?
Mhm.
You all, they checking on
Right.
you because they know
Yeah.
that usually you speak. So yeah,
And
that's
love is definitely, I think love is at the top.
okay.
We have to show them love
Mm-hmm.
through our words and through our actions. I was talking to the superintendent at juvenile detention about a week ago. I said after one of my classes, I just told the guys, I said, "Hey, I love y'all."
Yeah.
And it was a drop. It was just silence.
Yeah.
And so now some of the older boys, when we have class afterwards, they'll say, "Have a good weekend," because I'm there for what they call Friday school.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, Miss Book. I love you.
Oh,
What?
yes.
And so I'm talking to the superintendent. He said, you have to understand, and he's African American as well, the superintendent. He said, you got to understand, a lot of these boys, their own fathers never told them they love them.
Yeah. It's not in their
And
vocabulary.
it just blew me away. I was like, wow, I never thought about that. He said, some don't even know who their father is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was blown away because our pastor, he always says that after any event we have at the church, whether it's Bible study, Sunday school, a regular service, his favorite line is, "I love you,
Mm-hmm.
love y'all, and there's nothing you can do about it."
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's pretty deep.
So yeah, it's been modeled for you through
Pretty
your
much,
pastor.
pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
And you passing it
yep.
on.
But far as for me, my dad was a hugger.
Okay. So
You
you
know, my dad,
know.
when I was in college, my roommates, they ended up being that was their dad. You
Yeah.
know, so he was
Mm-hmm.
like, man, my dad would hug you, then he embrace you, kiss you on the cheek. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
man, my dad never did that before. I was like, I'm thinking, I thought it was just natural, you know. I thought pretty much everyone did that.
Right.
I'm
Which
like,
is an
wow.
example of why it's important to model it because
Mhm.
otherwise they would keep thinking that, oh, we don't do that, you know.
Yep,
But that's that stigma again of,
yep,
I gotta be tough. I can't let
yep.
nobody see me, looking like I'm weak or that I have feelings or that I'm
A lot of
bothered.
them are like, well, man, that's for gays. People are like, man, that ain't what that is.
No, no.
So I think we have to do that for each other.
Yeah, we
Give
do.
each other grace. We're
Hmm.
not gonna have great days every day.
Right. Hmm. Wow. I'm so grateful for you, Bookie, that you shared your experiences, your
Mhm.
stories, your thoughts on just how to really get back in tune with these youth and it really shows the passion in your heart and where your purpose is. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode of PS10 Radio with my guest, Marshall Booker. As always, be the best you that you can be, one positive step at a time. Peace.